Let me see here. So, squid. Alien and freaking, what's up with like that, like having them having freaking tentacles? Like, what's up with tentacles when it comes to space? Why? Uh, they have shinies and they have some kind of like power, natural power source that is blue. If you notice in the 4K trailer, there was always like very distinct colors. Blue was like the natural progression. Red was always an indicator of some kind of energy shift. Or was it green? I have my notes somewhere. Um, but like there was a very distinct thing with color whenever you looked at it. Three-fingered character, Ivan Ooze. Yes, I'm writing Ivan Ooze in the freaking in the notes right now. Oh man. A Cyber Hanar. Oh my god. Enemies. Cyber Hanar. Wait. Hold on, double back. So, it has, if I'm seeing this right, it has a sharp thing in the inside. Like, do you ever see those, like, I'm trying to remember what game it is, but there's a game where there's like a squiddy bad dude, right? And he has this thing that pops out of the middle of his palm, and then he like slams against the console and then inserts into it, and then basically jacks all the information. I'm also sure that this is in several different television shows and also sci-fi things, but I have a feeling that it's similar to that. But it looks huge, so there it is. It's right there. It's a little thing. Ashe, the command is broken. Sorry, Pring. I have no idea why it's broken. It's Blasto's evil twin Plano. Oh my god. Why is baddies and enemies different? I only did unknown baddies because this one is races and this one's enemies. So I should say twice unknown baddies. And then we don't know if Ivan Ooze is a baddie, but we'll see. Okay. The way that when I looked at this earlier, it looks like all of this, not all of this, a lot of this is actually like you can go through and I don't want to say expand on, but like that you can walk through all of this, right? Oh, and also this looks like the same structure that was in Dragon Age Inquisition whenever you're in the rainy part. I forget what it's called already. I'm losing all of my Dragon Age knowledge because it's been a while. But the cliffs. His cousin Harris. Oh my god. Can we talk about who will be calibrating our giant gun in this game? Obviously, the person that we held in our arms so lovingly. Probably. Maybe. Most likely. Jeez. This reminds me of like in Destiny, whenever you have like these big world bosses that you have to kill. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like, can you just walk and accidentally, hey, there's a big Tyrannosaurus Rexar mechanical looking thing. Like, you have to kill it. I have a feeling, also, there's like a little place of power over there. This ain't Witcher, but, yeah. Where's Kalisa bint Sanan Angelani? I wanted to punch another reporter. Ryder, isn't it? Jordan Tate. I forget the other rest. But probably that. We already saw this. I already mentioned he's not military trained because he was the one who got out of Dodge first. And then this is pretty cool. Hold on. This is... So everything is robot. Hold on. I'm going to play the audio a little bit so we can have this done. Oh, thank you for that. I'm kind of sad that like the music is overpowering because I would love to hear the sound effects for most of these. I find the sound effects are way more telling. Wasn't that his sister in his arms? I'll need to see it again. Because if it is, then I swear to God I'm not trying to say there's an incest plot. Don't worry about it. It's a trope. Yeah, I'm so sick of the crotch shot for the Asari. I see it too much. It's like, look how awesome this looks. I'm like, look how much you're showing out the crotch. It's such a weird, I don't know. Let's keep going. So another, oh my gosh. So another one of the internal pyramid. The heart is over here. So it seems like you have to jump through everything in order to get there. What I want to know is in Frostbite, how much of this can you actually go through, and how many enemies are there, and like can you walk from here to the other side of the room, or is it like you have certain paths and then everything else is just atmospheric? Because if it's anything like Dragon Age, it's probably going to be. Yeah, Gamble confirmed it's not the siblings. Okay. Thank you for mentioning that. Oh yeah, PB. The PB crotch. Thank you. Nah, she. Can I please not pause on this every single second? Woo, woo, woo. All right, we're good. So, oh, I was right. The Asari is running away. So this isn't like. Unfortunately, there's so much of it that reminds me of No Man's Sky in a bad way. I really hope it. So I played. Let me tell you about my story with No Man's Sky. I uninstalled it after 17 hours because the last time I played it, I did a 6-hour run. Excuse me. I did a 6-hour run, and then after that, I tried to reset because I ended up screwing up a hack sequence. And then I lost all the progress for that 6 hours. That game, no more. No thanks. Anyway, let me double back to this scene because this scene, God, I just want to double back. Stop showing yourself, PB. Okay. So there's cover fire. I wonder if this is a cutscene or not. Because if this is a cutscene, or if it's like a third-person point of view while your character is engaged, like, what's the perspective here? Yeah, okay, Solarians are escaping in this corner, and then you have different... Now I think about it, this guy is switching to the right, so it's definitely a cutscene. God! Did I get my money back? No, I didn't. I put too many hours, apparently, that Steam was like, no way. We might be doing rescue missions. That also might be a thing. Like if we're saving the Solarians, who definitely weren't here before, then it might be the Andromeda Initiative might have to do rescue missions. Like, oh, the Solarians went over here to colonize. Oh no, their settlement is overtaken by insert enemy here. So here's a mission in order to save them from the baddies. That actually might be a thing here. Although, this looks more like a cutscene. I hope that's not too loud. I'm gonna double that. Oh yeah, that's a cutscene. For sure. Alright. So there are airships. Did you know you can slow down the playback in VLC, right? I don't like doing that because I like rushing through. Like, later on. Another settlement needs your help. God. It's green. So, it's like a canister... Not canister. It's like a little... Okay. That thing in the back reminds me so much of Mass Effect 2. The, I don't know, the chambers that the crew was trapped in, that they were disintegrated into essentially paste and data and all that jazz and DNA. That reminds me of it hardcore, because of the like how it's all gaseous over here and it's in its own little subsection. It's all like fancy. Oh, he's in T position, so are they trapped? Oh yeah, they are. So you're kidnapped or captured at some point by these guys. Alright, that makes sense. Yeah. Cool. Mercy from Overwatch, to be honest. Probably. Oh yeah. And he has little cables coming from his chest to the back. I can't tell if that's supposed to be for air or if that's supposed to be for show or technological. It's obviously military gear, I guess. He's showing his skin so he can breathe in that atmosphere, whereas our player character can't. So this is an environment where we really don't want our helmet taken off. I wonder what's going to happen in environments where we can't take off our helmets. Like, I like playing without the helmet because it's annoying. Let's attack. Maybe. No! Double back! Grabs him by the neck. It has like a secure thing around its neck as well, so it's all protected. It's all shiny, and it has like really sharp shoulders. Yeah. How many fingers does it have? 1, 2, 3. It has sharp like edges on its fingers. It seemed like built up calcium practically. 4 fingers. Alright. So 1. There we go. So like that. Cool. 051 looks like a Reaper fight. Let's take a look. Hold on. Also, have you guys noticed that there's a specific language, like an alien language in this game? Like, I wonder if you actually have to learn the language, kind of like No Man's Sky, where you pick up the different languages at different beacons. Excuse me. I actually think that's what's going to be. You gather data, and then you end up being able to read the... I don't want to say hieroglyphics. Oh, I see what you mean. I don't know about Reaper. Also, what is up with this armor? Why is her butt specifically a different color? That is way too much. That's all up in there. Anyway. Let's see here. Let me double back. See, there it is. The little symbols are right here. So like every single one, this scene is the same from, what's it called? It's the same environment as the one that we saw in the 4K. It's the same, let me see if I can bring up the picture. Same environment. Can I get to it? No, I think I have to reset. I don't have it out. Like No Man's Sky, do you mean interloper? Yeah, essentially. If there are new races, we wouldn't know what they are saying, so there would have to be a way where we can learn it, right? Well, think about the Prothean language and how we learned it because we're Shepherd, right? We touch the artifact and we get like filled with all this information and everything. I have a feeling that is totally possible in this. Let's see here. Oh, okay. This is the one. Oh, she doesn't have any hair. Both of them don't. Actually, now that I think about it, he doesn't either. Though he has more hair later. Is it gonna be that whenever we're in cryo, we don't have hair, and then we go through character creator after we get out of cryo? Is that what it's gonna be? And then, like, we kind of grow up over the years? Interesting. How did the humans communicate with other races when they had first contact? Well, when they taught Turians, it sounded like birds and screeching. So, just kidding. A lot of effort and space magic, and a lot of effort, and a lot of communication. Like, it's also not too far fetched if there are races in Andromeda, like new races, right? That have, what's the best way of putting it? They have the capability of, no, let me rephrase this. If they have their own language and it has the same structure as something like another language of another race that exists within the Milky Way, like that is also a possibility. Like there may be like shared traits. Like it's not completely far-fetched to think, oh, maybe a race that exists now, their ancestors, or even maybe Protheans that decided to take their own journey over to Andromeda. Because if you think about it, 50,000 year cycles, they might have actually gotten to that point. So, oh my god, can you grow out your hair like in The Witcher? It might be possible, like hella cosmetics. I'm not sure. Or we can have wigs. Anyway, the hair is still rendering. What was that thing? Sorry, that wouldn't account for skin color and race. I think it's also possible that they, like, you can have a helmet for a lot of the beginning, and then not show your face off until that one moment in cryo, right? That is possible. Or you can pull a Dragon Age 2 where they're like, here's the story of Hawk, hee hee, and it hits in the default. Just kidding, very kind to you. Let's get the real story, and here's the real character creator. That can also be a thing, right? She's holding her stomach. Obviously injured. Oh, no. She's just holding on because she's weak or damaged. Not damaged. That sounded really wrong. Wounded. That's the word I was looking for. They're on... Seems like they're on a world that they can breathe on. Oh, here we go. Alien tech. Has guns. So... Oh, this is the one I mentioned. The, Ivan Ooze, I think. Because, look, at the, right here, I think that's part of the armor. Yeah, it is. Alright, this is the Ivan Ooze characters. I thought he was purple, but it wasn't. Yeah. It's all about them forms. Also, yeah. I think this is why someone mentioned earlier, like, oh, these are like the Elder Quarians, considering like you look at their legs. Could also say Turians, or Canari, because why not? They have armor that glows in the back, a gun holster on the side. Pretty armored, actually way more armored. Huh. Or, Dang it, missed it. Alright. Look at 15. We can see what ship is blown up here. Look at the numbers. We can take a look. Absolutely. Let's see here. The space child at the end of ME3 says the cycles repeat themselves exactly every time. They don't, though. Like, well, obviously our own cycle was completely different, but I mean, the Protheans, like think of it this way: the Protheans owned everything. They owned literally every single system. Okay, not every single system, but almost every single system in the galaxy. in our cycle, there were different races. There were different races and like the alliance and everything that, you know, they were of their own, right? They didn't, not one race owned everything. Not one organization owned everything. They had like the loose cannons, right? But no. So I think it's still possible because the Protheans were actually way more powerful as far as in tech than a lot of the people in the Milky Way galaxy during Shepard's time. So, and I still think, yeah, shipping. They need another Ashley. I mean, not Ashley, but I mean another ass-kicking space soldier at Chica. Although I wouldn't mind it at all. That's totally fine. Oh, here we go. The same dude from earlier. So Ivan Ooze is actually green and brown, not purple, and has colorful armor. Cool. And then we have these different artifacts. Huh. It's so freaking fadey. Like, you know the fade where they have these like everything's like floating and like all the gravity is all like trippy and all that stuff? It's real! Let's just confirm Dragon Age and Mass Effect in same universe. This is the beginning of Dragon Age. Oh man. It's up in the sky. It's going to the clouds. Let me see here. I love this scene though, because this is a very strong scene. This is like, you are, it's like he's an N7, yet he's terrorizing everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here. No. Thank you. Gonna burn down. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. It's over! Yay! Oh my god! That took way too long! Also... Bleh. Cool. We're good. I am not very good at that. I probably should have just taken a break and, like, cried in the corner. Away from everything. Alright. We're back. Thank you for staying. Thank you for following, Stephanie? Stephanie? Whew! Alright, so let's do a quick run. I'm gonna type out the entire script real quick while it's saying it.
We slept for hundreds of years, dreaming of a new home. But when we finally awoke, our dreams of peace were shattered.
Literally.
Welcome back.
You're the new Pathfinder.
This is incredible.
It's acting like a gravity well.
I had a bad feeling.
We're the aliens.
My God.
Is that supposed to be a symbol of the garden? Like showing the world like, oh.
Now I know what makes you special.
Cool. So let's go through this again. Can you repeat what you said about the question of the size of the colonization project? So the colonization project is composed of several races, but it's mainly a human project. It's there are. It seems like there is the Hyperion, which is this ship. Then there's also the Nexus, which is another one, and there are 3 arcs that compose different species. What we know so far are there are Asari, there are Krogan, and Solarians. We do not know about the Quarians nor the Turians, but it would seem really messed up if they were excluded, considering they were part of the council and they were part of the this is a not purely, but it seems like it is a purely private funded initiative. So think Elon Musk in this. And yeah, so that's what it seems. Oh, Michael Gamble said Turians are confirmed. Oh, there we go. And the trailer is a Solarian. Yeah, there are multiple Solarians in the trailer, but I was just kind of curious about it. Do the siblings know about each other beforehand? It seems like it, and they're aware of each other's existence in the actual game. So yeah. I really want a major character to be a female Turian. I think, based off Omega, they know that people want a female Turian to be a main. So, may very well be true. Yeah, I haven't been watching the Twitter feed. I should, because it's easier to look at Michael Gamble's stuff. Let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Ah, it's taking so long. All right. Okay, let's go through. So if you don't know who Michael Gamble is, he's the producer on the Mass Effect Andromeda series. So let's see. Okay, he goes. The brother and sister writers should get fairly similar screen time. There is. Actually, I should probably write some of these down. There's going to be. There's going to be more of an announcement, a gameplay reveal at the Game Awards, which is going to be on December 1st. Let's see what else. Obviously, a lot of you know that there's going to be a whole feature on Game Informer, and they're going to feature what the Ket is. I hope it's not the mercenary Krogan group, or whatever that is. Let's see here. It looks like there's going to be more things other than the helmet in the future. If you sign up for the Andromeda Initiative, you're going to get a few goodies in the game. They're taking pre-orders now. There's going to be, we mentioned this earlier, but there's going to be a loyalty mission for every squad member. But how many squad members are there? But yeah. Okay, that's all for that one. And then I think what we should also do is listen to this one.
I think one of the biggest challenges in starting Mass Effect Andromeda was making sure that we were honoring the original trilogy and the fans of the original trilogy.
This is going to feel like, in many ways, Mass Effect 1 again. Like, you'll be able to experience things for the first time again. Taking it to Andromeda, it sort of fulfilled a lot of that.
We always wanted to be core to the Mass Effect franchise and add some layer of exploration.
And that's what we're really sort of starting to push, is that open world experience, but one that has the level of quality in those encounters and the things that you would find on those planets that you would come to expect in any mission that you'd experience in Mass Effect.
It's a huge game. It's just a huge game.
This isn't, a seasoned team that's going out.
There's a bit more humor. Your crew is younger, less military for the most part.
It's more of a, I don't know what that's going to be like. Well, let's go find out.
Over the course of the franchise, we ended up growing a team out here in Montreal.
It's a push and pull with the team. They are all excited to be working on Mass Effect. At the same time, they feel a great burden.
The legacy, we just can't ignore it.
Let's retain the spirit of Mass Effect, but let's also be adventurous ourselves. It's been a long time since the last Mass Effect. Let's make this something special and memorable.
Cool. So, a few things. Well, first, I want to go double back to the actual,
Less
thing
military for the most.
More of a, well, let's go
where is it?
The Fran out here.
pull
Here it is.
with the T.
Oh, no! Double back. Alright. Oh yeah, and someone mentioned that I went to Austin. I didn't go to Austin, although I did get invited last year. I went to Edmonton for the Dragon Age Inquisition release, and I did 2 live streams from there. One was my own, and the other one was the official Bioware one. They were very kind to let me go there last time. So, but yeah, and let me think here. If you don't know, Mass Effect is a huge undertaking. 3 different Bioware studios were involved. So, Bioware Edmonton, Bioware Montreal, and Bioware Austin. Austin is known for being the SWORDer one, Star Wars: The Old Republic, but they were also pulled in as well. But yeah. But though, you can see the title screen in the back. I always love looking at the screens because, like, you know, if you have a good enough quality of the video, you can actually zoom in. For instance, they showed off Maya one time, and you could actually see all the titles for the location. So good. Must zoom in into all the monitors. I know! Why can't they all do it in 4K? God! Let me see here. Mentioned that the initiative training videos were going to be over 6 months. Release date 6 months from now. So that is, it's November right now. December, January, February, March, April, May, June. They said early 2016. So, I don't know. It depends. There is an upcoming shareholder meeting where they're going to discuss not only Mass Effect, but the entire, like, scope of things. I know they did one for the recent quarter, but I got another email that they were going to do another one. So it's highly possible that we might actually get a release date within that. Sorry. So the whole thing was that it was supposed to be estimated for Q1 in March. At the recent shareholders meeting, they said that Mass Effect was actually on track, very on track, with their current goals for, like, because, you know, like, the way that Bioware does is that they're on sprints every single, like, week, so they do a consistent amount of content every single week and everything. Uh-oh. Hold on, 1 second, sorry, this needs to happen. I have hella allergies. Thank you guys. Anyway, it's supposed to be Q1, which Q1 2017, which means, Q4 2016. Anyway, it's supposed to be by March 2017, but it can easily be pushed. To be honest, I would prefer that it be pushed if it's not ready. If it is ready, then whatever, I don't care. Let's play it. Little cocaine, no. I love Diet Coke, but that's the most I go with Coke. Let me see here. Okay, so going back into this video, there are, like, some things. Other than the title screen that is in the back of this video, you can also, there was also a point of how it's open world. I want to know how open world, because I have a feeling it's going to be similar to what they did with Dragon Age Inquisition, which pretty much worked, where it was open world within that region. Oh. Or it can be open world, as in one world is open world, but when you switch to planets, it's not open world. It's not open space. That's the key word. It's open world. So, oh my god, yeah. And then, oh shoot, what was the other one? They mentioned something else here, but I can't remember. Here's some more, but I don't see anything really. Oh, I used to have those headphones. Logitechs. Oh, he has a little Elcor. I have a little Elcor. It's right over there. But yeah, several open areas. And then also, Max said it earlier.
The legacy.
Where do you
We
say it?
just can't ignore it.
Let's retain the spirit of Mass Effect, but let's also be adventurous ourselves. It's been a long time since the last Mass Effect. Let's make this something special and memorable.
No, no, no. It was much earlier than that. Oh, the infamous Writer's Pit. Fun fact, whenever I went to Edmonton, I passed by the Writer's Pit, and I was so scared. Because I was like, I want to go in, but I'm pretty sure they would throw me against the wall, cuff me, and take me out of the building if I tried to go in. So, I never actually went. And there's another octopus in the corner. See? They're obsessed with octopi.
All excited
Octo-
to be working on Mass
Dad.
Effect. At the same time, they
Octodad!
feel a
It's a
great
conspiracy.
burden.
They just
The
like
legacy.
squiddies.
Humor, your crew is younger, less military for the most part.
There it is. Although that was Fabrice and not Mac. Your crew is not military for the most part, so it seems like that maybe there'll be like one or two or whatever. But we might be dealing with mercs, people trained under the AI or under the Andromeda Initiative, probably that actually. So, or people who are what was the mention? Rather than because they're not really soldiers, they're scientists, and then there are just in general explorers. So, yeah. Yeah. The Citadel species outlawed AI research, but would the Andromeda Initiative follow those guidelines? It seemed not, because, well, it depends. You remember when in the trailer he was like, welcome back? That could easily be post-cryo and can either be either one, an AI, or two, a VI. VI makes more sense, but considering how much we loved AI and like the process of like, is this unit a soul? It may be readdressed in Andromeda, but at the same time, I don't think so. And the reason for it is because there's such a focus on humanity that going into an argument about the presence of self as a robot or a synth or just any AI construct and like the black box and like all that, I don't think that's going to be addressed because they did it in Mass Effect 2 and 3 enough that, oh, I guess Mass Effect 1 as well, because if you go to the Presidium, there's that one thing that you had to stop the bombing or anything. But anyway, I think it's going to be more focused on organic species in general and the colonization of that, opposed to any plot points that is going to be involved with that. So anyway, I think that's going to be it. Not military could also mean ex-military. That's true. They could be retired, but at the same time, something that Fabrice also mentioned was, I'm probably saying his name wrong, sorry, but he mentioned your team is young, right? So the Asari is young, and then it seems like the soldier girl or it was either the girl that was in Ryder's arms, or it could be the sister. I can't tell I haven't properly listened to the female Ryder's voice actress yet, but it seems like they're very like young spirited kind of thing. And they mentioned like there's gonna be more humor in this game, like considering they don't have the overwhelming like death of like Reapers, right? So it might be ex-military, or it could be N7 rejets, or it could be a whole slew of things. But I'd like to think that, because you're playing as Ryder, to have a dad, not a dad figure, but a figure that is just very like fatherly. Think Morgan, or think, I don't know, who was dad mode? Wynn. She's not dad, she was more grandma mode. But like to have a character like Wynn, whenever if you don't know Dragon Age Origins, Wynn was a character who was very grandmotherly type, right? if they have that in this one on a young squad, that's going to be a really interesting dynamic, because then you spend all that time going, shut up, Grandma, I know what I'm doing. So, Pyro, of course. I mean, I've wanted to talk about Mass Effect for a while, and today is, well, I really wanted to take the time. Especially since N7 Day. I mean, come on. So, the rock aliens are called the Ket. Okay, that makes sense now. Wait, which one? Because there's two. Is it the one with the fancy armor, or is it the one with the halo? Or, Nah. Yeah, I know. Rip Win. But, yeah. I am not a fan of the Win character, although, I mean, the idea of Win. Win herself, she was awesome. But at the same time, you had to recognize that she was such a... Like, if you're in a romance with Alistair, she is kind of annoying. So, yeah. Alright, so that was the Game Informer video. And if you don't know, Game Informer is going to be doing a whole month segment. They have a digital subscription, so if you don't want to have the actual physical copy of Game Informer, which I don't blame you, the digital copy is way better. I had it last year because, or no, 2 years ago, because of Dragon Age. Game Informer actually does really good stuff. So, oh, here we go. Come back throughout the month of November to see even more exclusive features and interviews, including a closer look at the new party members, a breakdown of the multiplayer, and a rapid QA with creative director Mac Walters. He's the guy that was in the trailer without the French accent. Let me see here. But yeah, here's the hub. So the next update is tomorrow. Cool. I also love, like, this design. It's actually kind of, like, crazy. Doesn't seem... So, obviously, I'm going to be very all up in there, and... So, what I do when I try to do breakdowns is, like, try to look into their coding and seeing if they leak anything. And I know that's kind of scumbaggy, but at the same time, they kind of put it there. That's how I found out about some of the... rather, two of the squad mates from Dragon Age Inquisition a little bit ahead of time, aka one of them being that asshole Solus. But, you know, let me see here. They don't have it. I can look at this later, but it doesn't look like there's anything visibly, like, in there. The deluxe edition cover art lacks compared to the standard. Why? Well, to be honest, the deluxe... Okay, let's pull it up because I have it downloaded. The cover art for it is... Wait, did they add another video? Never mind, they didn't. I was gonna say, are you kidding me? The video... Not the video. The standard edition and also the... other one? Here it is. So here's the actual deluxe edition, right? It's pretty good. And then you look at this one, and then you're like, oh, that's beast, you know? Because you can see, it looks like an Earth, but it could also be Mars, it could be any of the other ones, and it's like very like all up in that, right? It seems like they did the other one, the digital copy, or the digital deluxe version, this way, because they kind of wanted to show off, like, oh, something's wrong with the Ark. So, that's how I see it. Dr. Chakwas was also very motherly. She was, but she wasn't pushy. And also she drank with you, so I really like Chakwas. Although, if they did a character like Chakwas as a squad mate in Mass Effect, I would not be against that at all. But that's because she wasn't confrontational, which, to be honest, when I have a squad mate, I want them to be confrontational. I feel like whenever you have someone who's just going to be your yes man in a game, is the most annoying crap I've ever hated. Like, that's why I don't like, that's, like, let me think here. Who's a Uh-oh, I have to sneeze again. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Some of the characters in Fallout would just be men, right? A lot of them would be like really up in your face. Oh, this isn't right. I don't agree with this. And then other ones would be. I'm trying to think of a specific character in Fallout 4 that I just did not like. That like anything you did was just A-okay. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. Like, whenever there's that level of conflict, whenever they defend themselves, right? That makes more of a compelling character than a person who was like, yeah, you're so right, writer. Oh my god, thank you. Anyway, that's the real front cover. Apparently, this is something that got shown off earlier, so. I don't know, to be honest, if this is a leak or not, but yeah, this got sent to me, and this one got sent to me. So, actually, let's take a look. Did ESRB update yet? Something I also check every single time is if the ESRB has updated Mass Effect on their end. Like, if you ever want to be really in tune with Mass Effect in general, and you just, like, you want to do the research yourself, there's a lot of different things to keep track of, but definitely follow every single one of the developers at Bioware, and then also check on the ESRB. In most cases, you'll just see things as they go. Obviously, it's very spoilery, and I ruined a lot of Dragon Age because I did so much research. But it's interesting. Yeah, it doesn't look like the ESRB is updated yet. Whenever the ESRB rating for for Dragon Age Inquisition came out, it mentioned nudity, and all of us just started freaking out. Like, oh my god, there's gonna be tits and ass. And it's like, oh god. And apparently they made Iron Bull stick. But, excuse me, his, penis. His PB. I'm going to, sneeze real quick. 1 second. Okay. We're good. They got 3 covers up on the pre-order page on the Massive website. Well, there you go. Awesome. Let's pull it up. His little PB. Oh my god, I'm so sorry I keep making fun of the name. But it's just like, the name doesn't click in my head. Like, here we go, pre-order. Let's take a look. Ooh, snazzer. The blah, 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 blah. The deluxe edition, the super deluxe edition, and the standard edition. Let's look at what they have. So it says spring 2017, right? So here's what the deluxe edition says. Snag the Mass Effect Andromeda Deluxe Edition today and be prepared for whatever comes your way. With multiple additional armor and outfit sets, an elite weapon set, and a new vehicle skin for the Nomad. Plus, receive multiplayer booster and deluxe launch packs. Mass Effect Andromeda's digital soundtrack. You already have me sold. You already have me sold. And even a pet space monkey to hang out on with your ship. I'm okay with a space monkey, but I miss having a dog. God, I didn't get a dog in Dragon Age. At least let me have one in Mass Effect. God. Alright, let's see what this says. Mass Effect Andromeda Super Deluxe Edition sets you up with all the incredible extra gear and additional benefits of the Deluxe Edition, but piles on even more multiplayer booster packs. Dominate your Okay, so it's co-op. Dominate your co-op play with a premium pack coming your way. Whoa! Whoa! with a premium pack coming your way every week for 20 weeks. That's actually pretty good. How much is it if it's going to be like that? Hold on. Origin's dead. Someone resurrect Origin. It's dead. Oh my god. Considering I'm probably going to be playing multiplayer as much as I did in Mass Effect 3, this is not a bad idea, but I want it in the collector's edition, which most likely it does not include. So, let's see here. Oh, this is $100. So if you want to drop $100 for the Super Deluxe edition, there you go. Then the Deluxe edition is $69. Wait, what? Wait, what? Yeah, $69.99. Even at $199 a pack, that's a deal. Yeah, yeah. Super Deluxe, actually, if you know that you're gonna play co-op, which most likely will happen for a lot of us, yeah. Ooh, Deep Space Explorer armor. So that's what it is. Okay. Oh, here it is. Join the Apex Forces. That's what the multiplayer is. Multiplayer in Mass Effect Andromeda places you in a class-based 4-player co-op fireteam experience. Team up with 3 of your friends to take on the enemy threat and protect the interests of the Andromeda Initiative. Alright, so it's class-based, it's co-op fireteam, and apparently I need friends. Thanks, Bioware. Thanks. Play your way. Build a formidable hero with amazing weapons, powers, and tech. Apparently it has a more flexible skill and weapon progression tree. So, knowing things, they're going to take off Dragon Age a little bit. Like, Dragon Age had a lot of freedom whenever you're dealing with different tiers. Or trees, rather. I actually enjoyed it. Does it come with a season pass? I haven't seen anything for a season pass yet. But yeah, I hope they take... Okay, so to be honest with like Dragon Age multiplayer, it felt really repetitive after a while, even with the fact that it was procedurally generated, because it was the same fetch quests over and again. And I was like, I don't know, like, Fireteam is great, but I hope, and it's not just Bioware, but more developers, that when they do this Fireteam things, when we do 4-player co-op, they kind of build on it more than the same, I don't know. I'm weird. I don't like hearing the same people over and over again to do different things. Like, I want it to be where they give the... Oh god, here we go again. 1 second. Sorry. They give the same amount of, like, goals and quests again, but I would like different events. More catered events. They did that in Dragon Age, but then it stopped after a while. But I would like it to continue and be more part of the game itself rather than having to engage with the community. Thank you. Sorry. You want a PV statue? That'd probably be pretty good. Okay. Now, let's stop topping up Preorder. Wait. Oh, and here's all the things. Just the armor sets, the elite weapons, the pie jack. There you go. Alright, so... we went through the trailer pretty much. I don't know how far I can go into this right now without being, like, all panicky. So let's just do it real quick, right? Like, let's just go through everything. So this is Hyperion, supposedly, and Hyperion blows up. Spoilers. It blows up, but the question is, when does it blow up? Because does it blow up whenever you enter Andromeda? And does it do that? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna run with this line of thought. I have a feeling that you get to Andromeda safe. Everything's all peachy and all coming up roses. And then what happens is that something similar to the first Contact War, you get attacked by a bunch of baddies who are like, yo, what is this foreign thing that is coming out of nowhere in the middle of space to our galaxy? And then Hyperion goes down, and everything goes dark. I think that's where it's going to be at. I have to figure out what this said. So, someone mentioned that this is a specter symbol. It might be, or it's an arrow. It might be a specter symbol. So, let's... let me bring it up real quick. So, this is what the specter symbol looks like. Obviously, you have to take out this one. It's pretty... Did specters have dresses? I sound like an asshole saying this. But... like, how... what is it? In the, like, the latest Wonder Woman trailer, how do you fight in a dress? That's how I see it. But anyway, she could be also, like, a specter for other cases, and just casual wear. Also, aren't these data pads, like... you can see through this data pad. It's already broken when it comes flying at your face. Like, isn't it supposed to be orange right here? Anyway. How much of the stream will be uploaded to YouTube? Obviously, I'll cut out the part when I had a fire alarm, but, like, a good portion of it. Probably all of it. Most likely all of it. Most likely all of it. Like you said, it doesn't have the PVs on the sides. God damn it. If you wanted to look at the new trailer at 15, we can figure out what's the name of the ship. You're right. Okay, but it's answered. It's not a specter symbol. There you go. It's an arrow with a line on the bottom. We're good. See, this is what I don't like. I want the original quality when I look at these videos, because otherwise I make speculations that just don't exist. It's an arrow with a line. We're good. Look, it's Hyperion. Yep. It gets lit. Whoops. Whoop. Double back. So what gets sucked in the sphere? It looks like total air decompression, like, not decompression, but like something blows up and then they get sent into the wilds of space. They get literally spaced out.